Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is Old World. We are playing as the wonderful culture, faction, civilization of Rome. We have our beautiful city of Roma, which is very much under threat from Carthage, who has already begun to attack Beneventum here. We've sent units down to try to protect Beneventum, but they are hurting pretty badly. In fact, one of the first things I'm going to do is go ahead and heal this unit. The nice thing is, as long as we stay defensive in our territory, we seem to be able to heal each round, which means it's going to be much more difficult for them to get in and actually kill our units. We have another unit of spearmen that are wrapping around from behind. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to be worth sending after these units right here, these macemen. I feel like the macemen are upgraded enough that we're going to lose that fight no matter what we do. I also think the spearmen are more defensive units, so I may just leave that one at Iridium while we research citizenship. I thought we were working on something that would give us better units. Or no, we actually did research and got that chariot, which went out and basically got immediately slaughtered. So yeah, we are in a difficult spot. We're building some more spearmen pretty much everywhere, which is good. We will have them very soon and begin sending them down here to the war front. Carthage, we haven't really pushed in on any of their stuff, but we did, I believe, kill their... No, we didn't kill their general-led army either. It's right here. Okay, so this looks to be the state of things at the moment. We are merely fighting for survival. We obviously can't attack on the same turn that we healed, so that's not going to happen. What I may do here, though, is I may send down this other army to, like, right here. Just, we have the orders to do it, so we might as well. We'll send them down. I guess it has to be right here. Either way, the idea is we're going to send them down to flank. I think that's going to be fine. Get some extra damage in there and potentially set these guys up to die next turn. They will probably attack us, but they'll take losses as well. In the meantime, we have spearmen building pretty much everywhere, which is unfortunate because it means we're not building other things, and our focus really wasn't on military. But we get tired of being pushed around, guys. We got tired of being pushed around by Carthage. All they had to do was be nice. If they'd just been nice, everything would be fine right now. Everything would be peaceful. Look at that. That is the Egyptians here. There is a city site over here that will be an outpost in 2 years. Not exactly sure how that works. However, that is very close to Capua, and it is along a river here, and there are some nice resources around. So I wouldn't mind actually capturing this city. The catch to that is we'd have to make a settler, and everyone is making spearmen right now. So I don't know how efficient that would actually be. I suppose what we could do, we don't need this worker anymore, so let's go ahead and build another settler right here. We'll build another settler right here. I'm not entirely sure what the penalty is for, you know, branching out too much or growing too wide yet. So I guess we will figure that out in the future as we go. Okay. So we have 5 orders left. We have to choose a new research. This one for me seems pretty obvious. I feel like we go straight for the archer, which will allow us to build better defensive range units, which I like a lot at this particular moment. We could also go for walls here, which would give 10 HP to our city, it seems like. 10 max HP. It doesn't seem like that's going to be as efficient as us building better soldiers. We could also go for the courthouse, professional armies, or volunteers. This is actually really, really strong in and of its own right, which is why they're recommending it, mainly for this one right here. Minus 25% train time for infantry units is really, really nice. Can hurry city production with population. I don't like that as much. That seems like a really bad thing. Professional army, though, I like quite a bit. It does require citizenship, which we don't seem to have yet. Huh. Okay, so that's more problematic. Yeah, this requires citizenship as well. Well, this is citizenship. It's really weird to me. Okay, so it shouldn't... It's confusing to list that the tech that you're researching requires the tech that you're researching. Like, it doesn't necessarily make sense. It feels like redundant information there. I do feel like maybe we go with citizenship here and we can pump out spearmen faster. But I also feel like the archer might be exactly what we need to sort of get back in this fight, so it's a really tough choice here. I think I'm going to go against the grain for once and pick the archer. I'm going to go against the grain and pick the archer. I feel like if we can get some archers out in the field here, maybe we can wear these guys down and it'll be okay. Obviously, I can't guarantee that's going to work out that way, but I really hope it does because we're having a tough time down here on the southern border. The other thing I'm curious about is there's really no way for me to know how much Carthage has committed to this war. Like, if this is all their units too, I don't feel as bad, but if they've got another army just, like, set up over here ready to go, then we're kind of in a bad spot. So we'll see how that all pans out in the course of things, I suppose. We do have 5 orders left, so let's bounce around and find some more units. We did find this unit over here that made us want to settle in this area because there are so many very nice resources here. I definitely think that we're gonna try to get this city outpost right here. Although it will, or this city site here, it will become an outpost in 2 years though, which is unfortunate. I wonder if we can stop that just by standing on it, so I'm gonna try that. See if it prevents it. If it doesn't, there's absolutely no way for us to get that in time. Okay, next unit, we do have another explorer over here. Now we're trying to explore to this peak over here because I'm assuming that since it's peeking out over the clouds, it might be like a special feature or something. Nope. Just a lumpy lump hill. Okay. In that case, I guess we'll just stay here for now. And that's going to be it for this year. Let's see. What do we got going on now? Oh, they're wrapping around to flank our guy. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, they're dead. And another pikeman bites the dust. And at this point, I feel like maybe we're just giving them XP by even fighting back. Prince Consort Titus Claudius, your son-in-law is now, or your in-law is now severely ill. King Appius Claudius the New is now ill. Oh, good. Good. Everybody is ill. Over the past few evenings, you have been glimpsed walking in the gardens with Governor Atia Valeria, the merchant of the court. Word has reached your wife, and she expresses irritation at the familiarity. She would like you to remove such distractions. Okay, so I can understand why she's worried. We have a bad history as leader. Let's be honest. We did have that one lady that we decided to keep drinking with, and then things went seriously south. And then we had the bastard son, which we made the legitimate son, and then he was murdered. It's a really long, twisting story, isn't it? That's actually what I like the most about this game so far. So if we remove Atia from the court, we get 40 opinion with our wife for 20 years, and she becomes exiled. If we say nonsense and we buy Agrippina a pet monkey for amusement, then she becomes jealous. But also a pet monkey owner. Okay, what exactly does that do? It's just a trait. I'm going for it. We're gonna get her a pet monkey, guys. She gets a pet monkey, and we get to keep our governor because she's actually really good. I'm not giving up a governor because our wife is jealous. I'm sorry. Look at that boost right there. 28 extra gold coming in from, or I guess is it gold or is it money? It's money. So 28 extra money coming in from Roma just because she's sitting there. That's what we call good, guys. That's what we call good. Okay. Unexpected connections. Unexpected personal connections have opened up a direct channel to the leaders of Egypt or Persia. The court seeks to improve relations with both nations, but we should proceed with caution. Shall we move forward with Egypt or Persia? Their people hold us in high esteem, requires King Appius Claudius inspiring. I don't know what that one would allow us to do, but right now we just have this option, which is basically we can go with Persia, or we can go with Egypt. If we take a look at where we're at with both of those countries, Egypt seems fine, Persia seems fine. Persia's in a worse place. So if we take this, we'll improve our relations with Persia even more. But given that we did see an Egyptian city right next to the new city we want to found, I'm actually going to go for better opinion with them. We will be sending them 90 food per turn, though, if we do that. Wait, what? No, we won't. We'll just be sending 90 flat. Okay, I thought we were sending 90 per turn. I was like, guys, that's a little insane. No, that's fine. Okay, so we have given Egypt a little bit of food to make them like us a little bit more. Let's go ahead and jump to our next unit here. Okay. Building out Capua. We've already got our road now, so we have access to the city. Very nice. We've got somebody building an Odeon over here to give them a little bit of culture. And obviously, we want to do this now. We gotta get our nets out there. This is how we make that money. The other option is we could build a harbor which spreads borders, extends trade networks, plus 10 money, minus 2 wood per year, heals 1 HP for idle ship units, and adjacent nets get plus 40%. Oh guys. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build nets here and here, and then we're gonna build a harbor, like right here. And then we'll build nets all the way along the coast. So the harbor will be adjacent to like 3 different nets. That seems good. And then over here towards Antium, I believe, yeah, he's in Antium's area. There's so many overlapping like area markers here that it's actually kind of visually confusing a little bit. But he is here for Antium, which means we're probably going to move right here and make a game camp here, which will give us a little bit more food and a little bit more of the other things we might want from there. Was he working on a road before, though? I think he was. I don't think there's actually a road connecting Antium. There is not, and that's what he's working on. Okay, So we'll actually just go ahead and build a road here. We'll add a road. We will build a game camp here as well later, but right now we just want that road. And we can't move him another step, or I would, because that would make sense. All right, let's go take a look at our military units now. They are still not in the best of places. Let's go ahead and heal here. With this particular unit, we could go ahead and fortify if we wanted to. I don't think that's a bad idea. The one concern I have is now that they're over here, they might go after Iridium. And if they do, then we're going to have to respond rather quickly, and I'm not sure how quickly we'll actually be able to respond to that threat. That is very tough. Them having the Mace Man upgraded units is definitely not helping us, which is why I'm hoping that getting archers will turn things around for us a little bit. Because those units are extremely powerful. Okay, so now when we stand on that city site, it says city site Rome instead of city site Outpost. So being on top of that territory seems to claim it for your people, which is really good. What is this? Fish. Okay, there's fish resources there we could get. Is that Egypt? That is Egypt. So they are quite a bit closer than we realized to the city that we're looking at founding. So it does make sense for us to be friendly with them and be like, what's up, guys? Y'all seem cool? Y'all seem cool? I wonder if we can sue for peace. Player peace via Duke Sextus Claudius. Yes. Yes, we can. Let a gift show of tribute show our goodwill. Do we not have 200 civics? We actually don't. Peace is desirable. We don't have the civics for this. We'll have to come back later. Okay, that's fine. Where's our civic generation coming from? The majority of our civics are being generated in Beneventum, which is currently under attack, which is probably part of the reason we're having trouble keeping our civics up. This is really annoying. If we could just get them out of our space here, out of our territory, I think that would be great. We can, it looks like, promote these units even though they've... No, we can't. Alright, I was like, well, if we can promote them, I will absolutely promote them to make them a little stronger. But it doesn't look like that's actually an option. Alright. I guess that's really all we can do. We're going to end our turn here. Carthage is going to move in and attack again. That's what they do. Oh no, they're going to wear him down, and this is it. They're going to finish him with that chariot. Oh. Deaded. Deaded, and this is real bad, guys. They're circling Beneventum really badly here. We need more spearmen right now. Is there a way for us to rush these guys? I kind of wish we'd built the military seat now, because I bet you the military seat is able to rush these guys. Okay, so without rushing them, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we are at least defending well. So we're going to try to get this unit in here to the city, and we're going to see if we can upgrade them to have even better defense here. Versus siege, plus 25%. Oh, that's only when they're... like, it's called aggressor, though, so I'm assuming this is when they're sieging, not when they're being sieged. So I'm going to go ahead and take guard here. That'll make them a little bit more defensively powerful. I believe that this is a group of spearmen. It is. We're going to send him straight down here. It's going to take forever for him to get there, but... Actually, I guess it won't. It'll take, like, one more turn to get down there. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So basically, all we're looking to do now is we're just trying to send whatever spearmen we can down to our southern border to fight them off. They are, once again, attacking our city, which isn't great. I guess there's not a whole lot more we can do than that at the moment. We've got that scout sort of holding that site for us so that we don't lose it. And then we'll head on up here, get a little more exploration done around Egypt. Make sure we end up in that forest so we're nice and safe. And yeah, the White Nile. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder if it just names a river next to Egypt the Nile. Like, is that how that works? Okay, we'll go right here. Add a road. A few more roads to finish that off. We do have a worker right here. Is there nets here already? No, there's a harbor. Okay. So if we take this worker... Do we lack... Oh, we lack the orders to move them. Okay. Next turn we'll move them here and start putting down nets. Or we'll go build that lumber mill. That's actually probably a better build. End the year. This is really bad, though. Like, this is really bad. We need Carthage to back off. It does look like they're pulling back, though. So that's kind of nice. I don't know why they're pulling back, but they are pulling back. Oh my gosh, are they all gonna load into boats now? Is that what's gonna happen? Your doctors and diviners have warned you that the end is near. Time to get your affairs in order. Your cousin is now ill. Okay. Somebody's always ill in the family, guys. Somebody's always ill in the family. This is nice, though. This army is geared to the teeth and ready to go. I am going to move them back out here to the edge of our territory again. I don't know if that's actually ideal, though, now that I think about it. Like, I wonder if they backed up because we were in town where we were more defended. I think I'm going to leave these guys here for the moment. I think them being there for the moment is okay. And I know I wasted orders by moving them back and forth, so you guys got me. Now, in this instance, what we might do, actually, is... I guess move over here, which would waste even more orders. I am aware, I am aware. Yeah, we're going to move these guys over here. We're going to move these Julius seat guys down and get them into control of their own city so that they can help with the discontent level. That should freeze discontent at the moment. Yeah. That completely freezes out the discontent. And then these guys will come over here to help with Iridium's discontent. And then we have a spearman finishing there in 1 year. We have a settler finishing here in 11 years. That seems foolhardy. Foolhardy is the best description I have for that. I'm going to go ahead and... Wait, how many years do we have composite bow? 1 year. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's let it build on a settler for 1 year, and then when that 1 year is up, we'll build an archer. And I wonder if archers still... I mean, obviously they probably generate the same defense bonus as spearmen, but I bet you they're a little bit more effective, so I might send that archer down here, now that I think about it, and actually send this spearman... When the archer gets down here, we may send the spearman back up to Capua, to hold Capua. That seems like a decent idea. Let's jump around to our units. That one is staying where it's staying. That one is our last unit we want to mess with. Court merchants have arrived from Egypt with an offer of trade. They believe our nations would grow and prosper from improved trade relations. What is your response? We will trade iron for orders. That is actually not great for us, although that is only about half of our iron, and we get 2 extra orders. We will trade iron for civics. That is actually a lot better for us right now. For now, we prefer not to trade. If we do this, then we get 10 opinion. We get 10 opinion either way. Now the question is, what do we want more? I feel like the orders are still better, if that makes sense. I'm going to go for orders. I feel like orders are still better, even though like I feel like half the time we end our turn and we have excess orders left over. So maybe I'm overrating the orders, but I can't say for sure. This worker has just finished an Odeon here on the river. So what we're going to be able to do here now is take them and go ahead and do something different with them. We are still working, I believe, on getting this road through here. If we go ahead and check our road overlay, we can see that it's right there. We're literally just 1 square away from connecting. And that is also a hex, whatever you want to call it. That's also a hex where they're recommending a lumber mill, so we can move over here and add a road, and that will finish that connection, I believe. Yeah, look at that, guys. Okay, so this is actually really, really nice, and I guess I can just hold down V to see this. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, so if we hold down V, we can see that all of our cities are connected directly by a road. Many are also connected tertiarily by lakes, rivers, ocean, etc. So we have quite a good reach here. Quite a good reach. Okay. So that makes me a little bit happier. Let's move over here and get this lumber mill going. This will be adjacent to a second lumber mill. Can we do that? We should. Oh, we can't put 2 workers on the same hex. That's crazy. Okay, so in that case, if that's going to be where we end up, let's go. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and make a game camp here. I think that's going to be beneficial to help Iridium grow faster. Can we not make that? Why is that a thing? We're within our territory. Oh, it's already got a game camp there. I am a spaz, guys. I am a spaz. Okay, so if we can't make a game camp there, we could build a quarry there, a shrine of Venus there, which would give us some culture. Do we have any culture generation in Iridium yet? I don't really think we do. Oh, we do. We have +2 weak culture. I'm guessing that's from something we... Oh, it's from the Odeon. Or Odeon. I always pronounce that wrong, guys. Sorry, the Odeon is actually generating a little bit of culture. We could get a little bit more if we decided to build a Shrine of Venus here. That would also give us some additional growth. Growth is a big, big deal, especially for these cities that are founded by this particular seat, I believe. Yes. Yes, this is the seat where we want to be able to assign a lot of people to a lot of specialty jobs because they can do it quicker. So I think what we'll do here is we will go ahead and... What does this one do? 10 gold. Adjacent theaters and basket plus 10%. That's not really beneficial to us, in my opinion. This is a lot more beneficial because of that growth. So I think we're going to move down here, and we're going to build the Shrine of Venus. That will give us some extra growth, which will help out quite a bit. Now we have this worker here, and they have a harbor on this hex, which is why we can't build here. So why can't I come over here, though, and put nets down? I don't understand why I can't put nets down on these. That seems rather weird for me, unless you can only put nets down on stuff that actually has stuff on it like that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. We can't put nets down because there are no things to net right here, which is fine. In that case, we can build an Odeon right here, or we can go ahead and build a mine. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over to build an Odeon. Why can't I move him out of the water? He seems to be trapped in the water now. And that's really, really weird. Oh, I'm out of orders. I always get to this guy when I'm out of orders. I don't know why I don't check that first, guys. My bad. We're going to go straight to him on our next turn. Oh, they're going to try to jump them while they're in transit. No! No, kill them while they're in transit, please. Oh, they're dead. Did they survive that? News has arrived from abroad that Queen Neferuri, the Able of Egypt, is dead. A new ruler, Queen Twosret, the New of Egypt, has taken the throne. Princess Scribonia Claudia, your cousin, is no longer ill. Okay, so we are massively trapped right here. There's really nothing this unit can do. I made the mistake of trying to send them back to Iridium through contested territory. It was a big mistake. We're going to lose that unit now. Oh, this is dreadful, guys. Just dreadful. Like, I literally cannot run away. They've got me surrounded. In that case, I guess we go out like savages, boys. Get them. Well, that was something. We're still gonna die here, but that was something. I mean, I honestly feel like maybe we flank right here and just go after them. But I don't know if we'll actually kill them here. No, we won't. It shows you an estimation right there. We'll barely scratch them. We won't kill them. So in that case, I'm just gonna wait there. I'm gonna actually go through these things first. Your cousin's no longer ill. We have discovered the composite bow. Spearman was attacked 3 times. Iridium finished a Project Treasury 1. And the Odeon is finished somewhere. Right here. Okay. So if we bounce around a little bit. Let's do this. We have the ability to make archers now. We have a Spearman finishing here in 1 turn. Roma is idle, which means that Roma is going to be building us a new archer. And then we'll come over here to Iridium, and we'll probably build a new archer here as well. Guys, I need you to get them archers out for us. Actually, in Iridium, I'm less tempted to build the archer, and I'm more tempted to build one of these. Like, actually put somebody in a specialist job, because that trains faster, and it has a more profound effect on things. So I think what we might do here is go for that one. That's 4 years to get us a woodcutter specialization. We still have 2 citizens left after that. So we could go here and here as well. That's going to take a little bit longer for us to complete all that, but that's kind of okay. That's really what this family is good at, is building out these specialists. Here we have 1 citizen available, so we should assign them to a specialist position that we think is going to be most beneficial to us. In this instance, I feel like that's probably going to be maybe that one for the additional iron. Can you assign multiples to some of these? It looks like there's 3 slots on that, right? Okay, so there's potentially 3 slots. The Master Acolyte, hold control to insert at the front. Oh, okay. So that would give us a Master Acolyte here, which is going to give us additional orders per year. It's going to give us a little bit of extra science, a little bit of extra culture. That does seem like it's not necessarily that good, though, if I'm being honest. Like, we're literally trading 1 available population for a half of the bonus that we previously got. Now, I'm sure the Elder Acolyte is actually pretty good, but it feels like this is a mechanic you use when you're filling up all of these things, and you need to continue placing more population. rather than a mechanic that you necessarily want to use right from the start, because the improvement between levels doesn't seem to be that great. So for that reason alone, I'm going to be looking at what's going to help us out the most with like iron, which is probably going to be this right here. So we'll go with that. Okay, so that will be Ostia built out. Antium, I think, is already pretty well off. They do have 2 civilians available, or citizens available, to work specialty jobs. So we could go here and get 3.7 stone, an extra civics, and 2 extra science. That seems pretty decent. I think we're basically gonna... Wow, no, this is better. Growth is better, guys. Growth is just better for what we want to do. We may actually be able to put a settler out here pretty quickly if we get enough growth going, because growth does control how quickly you create settlers. I want to say... Yeah, build costs 120 growth. And currently, right now, we have 29 out of 150 growth, with 22 more coming in every turn. Okay, so, all those things taken care of, and the worker that I always forget. Haha, look at that. We can actually not build nets here, though. We can only build a harbor. Why can't we build nets? Do nets require a resource? Yeah, okay. So that wasn't wrong. Me trying to move without orders was very wrong. Let's go ahead and do a lumber mill here. I always forget to check the orders, guys, and it always makes me feel like a noob, because, frankly, I am a noob, so apologies for my noobness. They're recommending a harbor right here. I don't know that that's a bad idea, but I'd actually rather build one right here, I think, adjacent to all of these different specialty nodes. That would give us 2 specialty nodes here. We're only going to be getting 1. So I wonder what it would take for us to buy this tile. Like, I don't think we can actually just out and out buy this tile right here, but I'm going to try. Well, we can't even move out there yet because we don't control the tile. Okay, I'm not going to build a harbor there if we don't control the tile. Instead, I'll just build nets here. Seems much better. Here we're going to build a lumber mill. We'll actually need that, as we now know that the lumber is the requirement to build archers. Archers are obviously going to be more advanced units than spearmen. Here, I feel like maybe we put an archer in queue and we ramp it up, but it's 8 years to make our next archer. And the reason for that is because the archer is built on 80 training. We already have the 80 training. It consumes 2 wood, costs 100 wood. Build is 80 training, upgrades to longbowman. I think that the way that building stuff works is that it takes a number of years equal to the amount of... Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out, right? Because this says 8 years, and I'm not sure if this is 8 years combined with everything else, or 8 years on its own. Let's see, this is 120 growth, and it takes 6 years. We're generating 20 growth per turn. So it almost seems like it's the per turn value of whatever you're generating here. So we're generating 53 training, so I don't know why this would take more than 2 turns. You know what I mean? Like, that seems unrealistic. Let me look down here. When a city's growth fills up, the city gains a new citizen. Basic ways to improve growth include training farmers and bats. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm still not quite sure how the countdown works. They're recommending another worker here. I have no idea why. Another worker's not going to benefit us that much. I guess that, in theory, having more workers would mean you could build out your city a little bit faster. But I'm not sure that that's a problem. We have a ton of workers in our empire. We may not have enough in that particular area at the moment, but we do have a ton in our empire. This guy, I think I'm going to send down to Iridium at the moment, just so that Iridium does have a defensive force down there. Same with this. We're going to keep this defensive force on Beneventum. Beneventum likely needs to make some repairs while I'm at it. Let's see. Send or stop sending luxuries. Wait. Can we actually control that? We can send dies, which will give -1 content per year. Send dies to Beneventum. Oh, it gives them -1 discontent per year. Wow, that's really good. Let's try that. So that will actually reduce their discontent over time, I'm hoping. Let's see how that works out. And then all this other stuff isn't really particularly helpful. Okay. Choose research. Let's go. What do we got? So Siegecraft seems good. Enables officers. So The range is interesting because I had actually hoped that this would be like a range increase for archers, which would have been really good. But even so, plus 20 XP per year for idle ranged units is actually really, really good. The fort here is decent, prevents barbarian respawning. I'm not sure how that works. Heals 1 HP for idle units, plus 50% defense. The other option is over here, which is the archive, which is going to give us a little bit more science. In theory, this is the one you go for because it allows you to get more of these techs faster. That's in theory. I don't know about in practice whether or not that's what I want to do. I think in practice what I want to do is I want to go for Siegecraft here. And I really think that it's going to come down to being able to, well... Nah, I mean, I don't think that actually does as much for us at the moment. I guess we'll do that. That is the more sensible thing. Once again, though, I'm impressed by their suggestion thing being so dead on pretty much all the time. Okay, so we have the proper family defending Iridium. We have someone building to defend Antium. Roma doesn't have anyone, but they will soon. Oh, wait, they do. Roma has a spearman unit right here, which we could send down here to Beneventum if we wanted to reinforce them. I think that's actually a good idea. So we're going to send them down. And then we're going to bounce around and see if we have any workers that are just not doing anything. Because if we have workers that aren't doing anything, they obviously need to be doing something. Here we could promote, which will cost us training. I don't know if that's a good idea at the moment. I think instead we'll just fortify. And then with these guys, they're already kind of in town. They're kind of fortified already. There's not a whole lot they can do. I think we're down to nothing but scouts at this point. Oh, now it's telling me to end the year. I can't tab through stuff anymore, which is actually funny because I know this guy has movement left. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. We already moved him. Okay. Become agent. Requires spy master. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder if you can... How does that work? Ambassador, spouse, heir. Okay, I don't know how the spy master thing works, but that seems really cool. The necropolis completed by Carthage. Right on. Good for them. Good for you guys. Nice wonder. In this particular moment, wow, we actually kind of slaughter these guys. Can we finish them, though? That's the real question. Can we finish them? Oh, come on, guys. Come on, you can do this. Oh, they're dead. Okay, they're dead. Right on. So we actually did take out some of their stronger units here. These macemen we can't really handle at all. The macemen are a problem. There's really no two ways around that. So in that instance, what I think I'm going to do is I'm now going to send these guys back up here towards Capua. And the goal is, once again, to get them up there to reduce the discontent in Capua. In the meantime, we will be putting these guys on Beneventum. Or we won't, because they can't move. But they will be able to rather soon. Once that is complete, we will be sending these guys back up to Roma to defend Roma. And then we will start to work on our archers here, because we are basically stuck in a war that we may not want to be in. But whether we want to be in it or not, we're going to have to fight in it, so that's what we're going to do. Spearmen in Antium will be done in one turn. That means that every one of our cities should have a correct military unit reducing the discontent in it for the time being. Now, if we come over here, I wonder if we have more of these luxuries we can send. It doesn't look like it. It looks like dyes are the only luxuries we're actually, like, yielding right now, which is weird. Crab nets, so we should be getting crabs there. Yeah, so I don't know why we can't send crabs. Perhaps certain families only want certain luxuries, and that's why we don't have the option here as well. Or perhaps Roma cannot be sent luxuries. Let's try this. Oh yeah, we can send pearls here to Antium, and that will make them happy. Or I wonder about sending pearls to Capua. So sending pearls to Capua would help them be happy, which makes sense because their family really wants pearls. So right here we could do it as well to bring the discontent level back to 0. It's already at level 0 though. I think what we want to do is we want to find places that have slightly higher discontent. Like this is level 1, and we're going to send them pearls to help regulate that a little bit more. And then over here in Capua, they're at level 1 right now as well, so we'll probably want to do something with them soon if we can. And then over here in Ostia, they are at level 1 as well, so we'll want to do something with them as soon as we can. That being said, getting military units in each one of those cities is also going to help them a great deal, so we're going to be working on that as well. We do have 8 orders left. Oh my gosh, how quickly do our leaders die in this? Messengers from the capital bring news of King Apius Claudius, the new's death. All of Rome mourns with the royal family. Hail Queen Scribonia Claudia, the new and rightful queen of Rome. Long live Queen Scribonia Claudia. Oh god, and we like distanced ourselves from her. She probably poisoned him, guys. I'm just saying. This is like too often that people are dying. Self-reflection. The day of your coronation is at hand. Before the ceremony, you take some time to reflect about all the responsibilities that come with the throne. It makes you rethink some things about yourself. I should focus on attaining righteousness. I need to see what she actually is. Okay, so she is a judge archetype, which is leader, minus 50% switch law cost. All cities can hurry specialist production with money. That's actually really, really good. She's affable, which means +2 per culture level. Is she capable of being a governor? She is capable of being a governor. She can also serve as a chancellor. In this case, I think we'd rather have her as a governor, though, because she provides additional growth per culture level, which means she's actually really good in any place that generates a lot of culture and growth. Let's see. She focus on attaining righteousness. This will give her -6 training, +4 civics. Not super hot on that one. -1 discipline, which will give us less money. +1 wisdom, which will give us more science. +60 culture in Roma for picking that one. I'm actually really okay with that. I should lead a quiet life of philosophical study. This is the best one, by the way. Regardless of what the stats say, this is the right one. +1 discipline, which is extra money. -1 courage, which is less training. I think I like this one the most. Mainly because it just gives us a massive culture burst in Roma. Like, the penalties and the bonuses are minimal in both cases, or in all the different options. At least with this option, we are able to get an additional 60 culture in Roma. Wow, look at that! Egypt is super pleased with us, too. That's awesome. What's up, Egypt? How you guys doing? Y'all want to be friends? Can we be friends, please? So if we gift her tribute offering our goodwill, then that'll give us a chance to get peace with them. The other thing is we can just do peace is desirable. All of these cost the same amount, so let a gift of tribute show our goodwill. That seems interesting, but peace is desirable seems better for us at the moment because they're very pleased with us, so we're going to go with that. Peace is desirable. Please, please give us peace. Expertise Fisher. While on inspection tour of our new workboats at Capua, Prince Sextus Claudius was befriended by a lower-ranking Valerius elder who has been fishing these waters for decades. Requires sovereignty, nets finished. Utilize professional expertise of our elder for +20 opinion. Let the fisherman teach Prince Sextus Claudius how to manage a fishing operation. That'll give him +100% net output with being a governor. Now, can he be a governor? That's more important to me at this point because that seems really good. He is currently an ambassador. And he is a diplomat, which means he can serve as a governor. Okay, so in this case, gain Fisher in Capua. Oh! Okay, so we can gain a Fisher Specialist, or we can gain this, which will give us additional yield from all of our nets. I think this is obviously the better one. The biggest problem with this is that we then have to remove him as an ambassador, and I don't know that we have anyone else that is set up to become an ambassador for us. Our kids are too young. I guess we could check right here, right? Oh no, that's the heir. This is the ambassador. Okay. Player truce, player peace. Living relatives. I don't want to know about living relatives. I want to know if I can assign somebody. I can. Look at that. Okay, so we have plenty of options for ambassadors here, which means that we already know what we're going to do. Did we pick for him already that we wanted him to gain the net thing? I don't think we did. Choose an ambition. Control 30 specialists desired by Claudius landowners. Control 4 courthouses. Let's see, who's least happy? It's the Julius family. We could build a couple courthouses. I don't think that'd be a problem. Control the Ishtar Gate. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a wonder of some sort. +1 VPs. I don't know what a VP is. And it doesn't actually have like a hover point for that. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I don't think we're far from this specialist one, to be honest. We're one third of the way there. I guess... No, let's go for the courthouses. Let's go for the courthouses so it'll make the Julius family a little bit happier. I'm fine with that. Can we get our fishing event back, though? Can I see that? There we go. Yeah, so we want him to know how to manage a fishing operation, and here's why. Because we can assign somebody else to be an ambassador, and we can make him a governor here in Capua. But in order to make him a governor, we need to build a garrison here, so that'll be our next thing that we're building. Are you done, little worker guy? I think you are. Okay, so we need to build a garrison here in Capua. And to do that, we're going to need culture developing. So we can't do that until we actually get our culture developing, which means that we need an Odeon, which we already have. How long until our culture hits developing? We're getting +4 per year. It takes about 100 to get to developing. It's going to be quite a hot second here if we don't do something else to speed that up. Now, what we can do is what I'm thinking about here. So amphitheater must be adjacent to at least one other urban tile. An Odeon, I'm guessing, is not considered urban. Yeah, not considered urban. Requires culture developing, so we can't build that anyway. We really don't have a way to speed up our culture generation here, which is kind of sad. Like, I think we could build shrines here, but that doesn't seem to be an option, so I don't know. I think what we'll do for right now is we'll just go ahead and build another net. This is honestly okay anyway, because what we can do is we can allow this guy to go ahead and complete his ambassador missions that are going on right now, and then we'll make him the leader of Capua. That's fine. We might even consider making him a leader down here because of how good this place is with the nets. Although I do think that the yield up here is going to be better long-term once we get like one more hex right there. Okay, now we can jump around to other units. You guys are fine here. You can honestly promote to guard if you want. I wouldn't be too upset about that. That's like 1 turn worth of training. Seems good. Let's go to our next unit. Is this guy guarding the city of Roma? Then there's the guy who's moving around and exploring. If those are the only 2 units we have left to move, then that's fine. That means we should just be moving this guy. Okay. Come on over here, bud. 2 and 3. Alright, so we've blown out all of our orders. I want to make sure all of our cities are doing the work they need to be doing as well. Okay, everything looks pretty good. I don't know if I used an order on them, but if I didn't, I should have healed them. Okay, end of year. Let's go. Oh no, here come the slingers, guys. The slingers are back. It's gonna be really funny, though, when they bring the slingers back and all of a sudden we have archers. Like, I feel like that's gonna be pretty hot. Oh my gosh, they just rolled our guys real bad right there. And they're really, really back and forth with their aggression. To the court's surprise, a marriage proposal has arrived from the Gauls. Drusilla, Claudia, the Orator, and Manius the Gaul. How do we respond? I mean, that guy looks awesome, let's be honest. Eagle Eye ignores distance modifier, minus 10% per tile. That guy just seems awesome. Yes, ring the bells, please. We will lose legitimacy for this. I don't know that I care, because he seems awesome, and he gives our ranged units better range, so yes, please, sign him up. Okay, we're going to move them onto the city and heal them. The best we can do is hope to defend there on the city like that. We do have another army right here that we can bring back down, and I probably will. Yeah, I'll put them right here just as a supporting army. I don't feel like there's a whole lot that they can do here to... Well, I mean, there's that. There is that. Now that unit's almost dead, they're going to have to retreat it unless they want to lose it. We are really waiting for these archers at this point, because that's, yeah, oof, roughness. Very, very rough. Very, very rough. We have a spearman here, but we want to keep them here so that we can lower our discontent level. Alright. An envoy from the Gauls comes before us bearing a sword and an olive branch. She says that her people have fallen on difficult times, and they need our support to survive. If we provide aid, they will make peace. Otherwise, they will take what they need by force. How shall we respond? Peace is worth the cost. We will not be extorted by barbarians. We've been allied with them for a really long time. Like, normally when people threaten me like this, it actually makes me angry in these games, and I'm like, no, forget you, we're gonna fight. But we've been allied with the Gauls for a really long time. We just married one of them into our family. We don't want to war with them. That's fine. Help them out. Help them out. Solid foundation. An ambassador arrives from Egypt with a diplomatic offer. Tuzret desires to build a relationship on a solid foundation. As solid and reliable as the magnificent stone from your quarries. How shall we respond? They want stone. Yeah. Yeah, they can have some stone. We can give them 90 stone. I don't really care about that. Alright, so now we're in a very good peace with Egypt. What's more interesting is I wonder if we can make like an alliance. Player alliance with Egypt requires diplomat leader. Interesting. Okay. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I would like to make an alliance with them, but it requires a diplomat leader. And it's weird to me that it doesn't show our leader up there at all. Our leader is currently a judge, not a diplomat, so I don't know how we would make her into a diplomat to be able to do this. But I would like that very much, so I guess we'll look at that in the future. Training news. The soldiers of our newest spearmen from Antium have proven surprisingly adept in their training. Instructors wish to teach them more advanced techniques. What should we have them teach? Do guard 1. We need all the defense we can get. Guard 1, please. Shooting star. A large fiery body streaks across the heavens, visible from every corner of the nation. Scholars wonder if this phenomenon heralds a bright new age, or if it acts as a sign of dark times to come. How do we wish to address this cosmic event? Special coins to commemorate the event. That would give us prosperous. That's alright. This would become gracious, and this would become fierce. Prepare for a war that surely prophesies. Feed the poor to stave off a higher judgment. This one's actually really tough. Like, I actually think this is probably the best one for us right now. But at the same time, like, these other ones are alright. I mean, this is only if she's a general, though, and I don't want her to be a general. Like, I want her to become a diplomat so that we can forge an alliance with Egypt. So in this case, I think what we'll do is just go ahead and give her this, because this will actually apply even if she's not governing a city or anything. Seems good. Next unit. We have these spearmen here that we could promote for 100 training if we wanted to, but we don't really need to. They're mainly there to reduce discontent. Have these guys already gone? Yeah, they have. These guys have already gone as well. That's the one thing about this. Like, it's really hard for me to go through all my units and everything and get everything done without, like, losing track of where we're at, because there's all the events popping up and stuff. I wish there was more of an order. Like, I wish it went through all of your events first, and then to your units. Okay, so we can promote these guys, or they can just hang out. I think they're fine here. I think they can just hang out. That's totally fine. Alright. So here we have, same thing, unit that's just defending. We're gonna go ahead and turn them on to sentry. We'll do that with the other one as well. This one right here, we're also just gonna sentry. This guy will actually move around in a moment, but first I want to sentry these guys. Okay, cool. So you're free to move around. Your job is to explore and tell us more about our new Egyptian friends. Oof, and about how many great resources are right here next to this. Gems, gold, you name it, guys, the resources are there. That's looking real good. Real spicy. We're only 8 turns out from getting it, too, which is, you know, quite some time, actually, but that'll be fine. Alright. 3 orders left, and I don't think we have anything to do with them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end my year. Oh, now y'all want to retreat. Oh, they're gonna bring the slingers in. That's what's happening. Retreating the mace men to bring in the slingers. Whoa. Did they send... What is this? Manius Claudius the Gaul, your son-in-law, and Drusilla Claudia the Order have given birth to a daughter, Ilia. Awesome. Pillaged 9 years. What is this unit? Oh, he's militia. Are you for real right now? Can I just slaughter him? Oh, this is rough. Alright, so we get the advantage if we attack there. Here, we basically only get an advantage if we heal, I feel like. This guy is a real issue. Oh, what the heck? Is he my militia? How did we just get a militia? And why does it, like, have him pillage one of our cities? Disappears in 9 years. I don't want that to happen. How do I... what? Is there a way to fix that? Okay. I guess maybe we can move a worker there to fix it. I guess we'll find out, right? Like, that's weird. It just got pillaged, and there isn't a whole lot we can really do about it, and it gave us a militia when it got pillaged. Which was really confusing, because it made it seem like the militia was the unit pillaging. Like, I should have recognized the symbol over its head as our symbol, but I've never seen that before. Speaking her mind, the great Attia Valeria the merchant has died. Oh, come on. The leaders from many nations attend the funeral, including the Persian royal family. As the young Persian heir, Amestris consumes more than her share of wine. She becomes more outspoken, calling the deceased a hideous wretch and an oafish goat. Mortified by such behavior, Mazar scolds Amestris, ordering her to apologize. The king begs your forgiveness. No apologies necessary. Amestris does not know any better. That would give Amestris -1 charisma. That would give Mazar the Strong is obliged to our queen. The other option is Amestris is right. Attia was an oafish goat. Princess Amestrius of Persia gets +20 opinion. Queen Scribonia becomes honest, which gives her discipline +1. And yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to honest. Honest could lead us the right direction. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that and be slightly disappointed by it. Is that Egypt? That is. Okay. So Egypt is definitely continuing their expanse towards us. Which is fine, because we're aiming to be allied with them in the long run anyway. Manage luxuries. We can send Egypt pearls to increase their opinion of us, which is nice. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But we're not going to do it right now because we don't need to. City ablaze. As Carthaginian soldiers sack the streets of Beneventum, fires break out around the city, causing further damage and disorder. The city militia wishes to know what they should rescue before it is too late. Beneventum +2 improvements destroyed. Retrieve all the finest treasures. That gives us culture. Rescue nobles from their bads and estates. That gives us opinion. Shelter and care for the lowliest citizens. -30 discontent in Beneventum. Okay, so this is actually not terrible. I think here what we're going to do is we're going to go for -30 discontent. Oof, this is bad. How exactly are they managing to, like, I don't understand how they're quote-unquote sacking Beneventum when, like, we still have units there. Is it because they're on, like, these city hexes? Is that what's happening? I bet you it's because they're on these urban hexes. Yeah, because they pillaged that one, too. Okay, that's annoying. That's super annoying. Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. We have to fight our way through this line if we want to get the militia involved, which I do, because it spawned us a militia, so I want to use it. Defiance. The recent attacks on Beneventum have inspired a citizen uprising. Our subjects have armed themselves and are taking to the streets to defend the city. The court asks you to issue a declaration celebrating the act of defiance. What will be the theme of your speech? We stand with Beneventum. We stand with Rome. That's 30. Dying for your queen is the highest honor. So I'm going to take legitimacy over culture here because we've been burning through a little bit of legitimacy lately. Choose city. Choose a governor for Roma. Okay, so we could do this with our main hero, and that would actually be pretty decent. Why is the option of the... Oh, because he's our ambassador right now. That's right. We don't want him up there anyway. He's not of their family. They won't like him. Here, though, we could put her in power. The family would like her. We'd lose a little bit of money. We'd gain a little bit of civics. We'd get some more orders per year. I think this is actually better overall. Yeah, let's do that. Next unit here. Gonna show us these guys and be like, you should put a harbor down. No, I shouldn't. I should expand the borders and then put a harbor down right here. That's what makes more sense. That being said, we're not going to be doing that for obvious reasons, so instead what we need to do is we need to build farms or something to better Capua as a city. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a farm right here. That should help our growth. I like how it was a boat that sailed into the land there. That was quite interesting. Okay, this guy just finished a lumber mill. We could do another lumber mill right here to increase our wood output. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Let's go ahead and do that. We are generating 51 wood per turn right now, but we will be burning through that as we make our archers, so that's just something to be expected. And I think that that is it for this year. I'm going to bounce around real quick, see if there's anything I missed. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to go ahead and end our year here. We will finish metaphysics next turn, which is awesome. Oh my gosh, these sling guys are such a pain. They're such a pain with those ranged attacks. I can't wait until we get some archers out. Beneventum is actually, like, losing unit production speed as they get attacked, though. Wow, they literally backed off so that they could bring in a giant army. Queen Scribonia is severely ill. Lovely. Prince Sextus Claudius have given birth to a daughter, Clodia. Clodia is a very weird name. I'm just going to say it. Alright, so here we have a couple options. Healing seems like a good one. Moving our militia into position seems like a good one as well. Now the question here is, do we heal or do we just put a general on and go for it? And I kind of feel like we put a general on and go for it here. Queen, Dowager, Sempronia, immune to critical hits, does more damage across rivers, also just has good stats. Queso Valerius the Aggressor seems very good, invisible in neutral trees. This one just gives straight up bonuses, although she's actually one of the few that we can choose as a governor as well, so I don't know that I want to do that. Gains aggressor versus siege, if same unit adjacent, plus 20%. Oh, I should have picked this guy earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy. And then maybe we kill these guys or we get real close. Oh, we can't attack because we assigned a general. Okay. It is what it is. We can't promote either. We can't really do anything with them, which is really unfortunate here. Archer in 3 years from Roma. And that's really the only military unit we have coming out here at the moment. That's part of the problem. The Archer here taking 9 years is another big part of the problem. And I can only imagine that that is because they've been hit and raided or whatever. Because we shouldn't be taking 9 years to produce an Archer. 6 training per turn. Oh, it's based on localized values. Is that what it is? It's based on localized values. So Beneventum itself is generating only 6 training per turn, which is why this Archer is taking so very long. If we had more training come in, then it would take less time. Oh, okay. So I guess I should pay attention to these things, because this is the actual cost and generation of it and why it takes as long as it does, I'm assuming. So 6 turns, or 6 per turn, 10 years to make a 50 or 60 training unit. There we go. That's also confusing that it lists the 50 iron there, but not the training cost. Because that makes it harder to see that direct connection, in my opinion. But, yeah. So that makes more sense. In which case, we're not making anything here very quick, except for civics. In the case of Roma, though, we can pop out something that is either growth or training based relatively quickly. If we were to look over at Antium here, what could we do? Antium can make settlers faster than anybody else, it looks like. Now, I don't know that we need that at the moment, because we're already building a settler somewhere else. Training is 11 here. So I'm looking for who has the highest training. Now that I'm starting to understand the way that, like, the building works, I can see where I've made some mistakes. I may have done some things wrong. 12 training here means that this is absolutely the best city for us to just build military units in. So we're just going to keep building archers there. I wish there was a way for us to speed up that training, like, right away. And I'm sure that we can build something to help with that, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'm not really seeing anything we can actually build there. I'm sure we could build something, like, on the physical map. We would need workers over there to do that, though. We do have a loose worker right here, and I want to see if they can... Yeah, they can repair the lumber mill so that it doesn't get pillaged. They can do the same thing with the harbor when the time comes for that. Yeah. Okay, do we have a loose worker somewhere that I can send down to Roma? Because I'd like to do that too. Not really at the moment. And workers count as, like, civilians, so we could build one here really quickly. Yeah, 3 years to finish a worker here. I think we're going to do that so we can send another worker down here to start building more training things. Now that we understand exactly how that works, we can basically set up a city to produce military units. just to keep our defenses strong. We've been fighting Carthage off okay, but we're losing this war. Like, there's no mistake about it. We're losing this war. And if we don't get something to help us turn it around soon, we're probably just going to lose it outright. I wonder if we can actually sue for peace. We can sue for peace. Accept our gift to end the war. Let's try that. Let's see if we can sue for peace there. We'll see how that goes on the next one, though. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!